Welcome to Moonlight Madness, and today we're doing the readings for the water signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This will be a weekly read. Because we've got so much rain today, I figured water was the right one I needed to concentrate on first. So we're coming into a very interesting time. We've just had a Taurus moon. It's a pretty powerful moon. It was also an eclipse, so that affects a lot of things. It causes people to have arguments, accidents, fights, broken toes, broken bodies, broken hearts sometimes as well. But what I do find is that an eclipse will stir up a lot of emotion. My son was born on the 11th of the 11th at 11:45, which is crazy, right? So it's 11, 11, 11, and the power number is 21. So you've got the power number of 21, which is the world card, which is 2 and 1 becomes a 3. And then being a Scorpion, born at the 11th hour of his 11th day of the month. He's a very, very strong individual. I did see him come through before September 11th. So again, another 11. 2 months before September 11th, I had a vision, and I woke up, had a strange vision, and we discovered that the Twin Towers had been hit. Just turned the news. I'd just woken up out of a dream, and the dream was about this child in this rubble on a building top, on the top of a building, and under the rubble was this angel's wing, and under the angel's wing was my son Christopher at the age of 2. It was a forward dream. So what I picked up from that energy was that he was one of the chosen, one of the fallen that came from that building directly and jumped from that lifetime into this lifetime, which was rather quick. So he was probably a healer, I'm guessing, because he's always been attracted to health and what's healthy and right from wrong, and anything that's structured he's into. He likes order, structure. He's very focused on work or school. He likes to play by the rules. He doesn't like to break the rules. He's not a lawbreaker. He's a law-abiding citizen, and he likes things that are right and true. Doesn't like bullshit. Doesn't tell lies that I know of. But loves to play games. He's got a Gemini in his chart very heavily. But what I got from him when I saw him to give him his birthday ring, the other day, he really wanted this ring, was that he was hiding something, and I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew it was something to do with the birth of the child, and I just spat it out. I said, I see you as a baby, a boy. I saw this 3 years ago. And they both looked at each other and then looked at me and didn't say a word, and I knew that I'd said something that obviously they had been trying to hide, whether it has already happened or it's just happened, or they were going to announce. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting to announce, but this is what I got. It was very mysterious, and I got agitated because I knew they were hiding something from me, but they weren't revealing what they were hiding, and I was picking up a lot of anger and a lot of frustration in the room, and I was also picking up my youngest son, my oldest son, who was a bit, I don't know, he's bitchy pants on that day. He wasn't himself, so I knew something was going on. I just couldn't. So I decided to leave. Just look, I'll go now. I didn't really want my son to drive. I thought he must, he's halfway through the day, probably had a few drinks. I wasn't sure. But he said, no, I'll drive you. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have let him drive. I felt weird about it. So what I got for him is that he doesn't sleep enough. It's the Four of Swords, or his sleeping pattern's all over the shop. I also got that from my eldest one. He doesn't sleep very well either. We all have sleep issues. So insomnia plays a big part in water signs, and since we've had a full moon and an eclipse to boot, that does play a bit of havoc with people's sleep patterns. So it says you need more rest. You need to go within. You need to find a way to balance everything that goes on around you and find a form of meditation, whether it be through yoga, tai chi, reading a book, watching a movie, anything where you can chill out and take your mind off the worries of the world. Since we've come out of COVID, I think everyone's not really coping with being reintroduced into society. I find I like to go days without seeing or talking to people, and that to me is bliss. I'm in my own place, my own space. Their energy is not impacting on me. I'm not impacting on them, and that works well for me. The deck I'm using today is Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, which this came out in 2015. I've had it for quite a long time. The other one is Colette Baron Reid, The Enchanted Map. And The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron. So I've got a couple of texts there. What's crossing your path is this little nest egg. See how he's got all these little pumpkins? He's sitting on them. He's waiting to see what can come up, what can sprout up. So maybe business ventures or creative ideas that you're waiting on to see if they'll bear fruit. But if you sit there and watch the stove, watching your sausages cooking or your veggies cooking, it can take forever to cook and you can get frustrated. So it's like growing plants. You have to let them build in time. If you sit and watch them, it looks like they haven't grown at all. But if you turn around and don't pay attention to them for a couple of weeks, all of a sudden you'll see a sprout or a new shoot or a new. So maybe you're trying to grow something, whether it be a child, a plant, a business venture. Growth is what is apparent. In the past, we've got a 5 of summer. So that's to do with running away from something or escaping something, negative emotions, focusing on what frightens or worries you. So possibly you had nightmares or a nightmare situation in the past and you dodged a bullet is what I can say from that, the water sign. Then we've got the 6 of spring. This is some sort of victory parade. I look at it like the day 1997, there was a ticky tack parade in Newcastle for Andrew Johns, and they were coming home on the bus to the big win. I think they won over the Panthers or something. It was a big Sydney team. It was the grand final, and they won. And they were singing on the bus. Apparently, it's a beautiful day by U2. And so then we had this huge parade. I can remember my brother went along with this huge Knights fan. And so this is that. You've recently come out of people paying you great recognition for what you do as a job. Possibly you do a tarot channel, or you may be on stage in some respect. You might have some sort of following, whether it be on social media, or you may play a sport that you were victorious in. So there's that. And then there's the 7 of Wands. It's to do with an argument. So you might be fighting with someone, fighting with a person, a group of people. Maybe you feel like you want your rights to be heard, so you're standing up for yourself and you're defending against the naysayers and against people's ideas or thoughts on what you do. There's always going to be haters out there. And so it's talking about you defending the rights of the people. Possibly you may do a walk or a march. There's one that recently had called We'll Run With You. Got your sister back. They did one of those. So possibly you were trying to fight against domestic violence, or that might be apparent in your house. You may be victimised because you're a different sex, or because you feel powerless to speak up for yourself. So there's that card. Be careful of arguments and fights as well. I've got that around very strongly. And then we've got here the King of Pentacles. So this is to do with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be around you in the future. They will be your future partner, possibly. Or they may be a parent. It could be just that they're around and they're charismatic and gifted. They're assertive and they're a good person or company to work for. So they may be your boss. Maybe you're going to get along really well with a boss or a person that owns several businesses and you work for them on the side. And they're quite patient with you and achieving your goals. As I said, there could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn rising, Sun or Moon, or just have that placement heavily in their chart. Then they have Capricorn placement heavily in their chart, and they're really good natural born business leaders as well. Then you've got the Ace of Spring. So something that you're trying to grow or get off the ground is starting to sprout, like I said with the tomatoes. I used to sit and watch my tomatoes every day trying to grow them, and then one day they just all of a sudden sprouted. And I was surprised because I hadn't been paying attention to them. I was busy working. So the Ace of Spring is to do with taking action, being fearless, happily pursuing your most treasured dreams, and a really good career opportunity. You may be offered a job out of the blue that's totally in alignment with what you do, or someone may want to collaborate with you or help you with your online business, or you may get recognition for a reading that you do, maybe you do tarot readings. The person that wants to help you with your business could be a fire sign, like an Aries, or a Sagittarian, Aries, Sagittarian, or Leo star sign. What you've got around you, or what your greatest asset is, that you are possibly quite feminine in nature. If you've got water in your chart, you may have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your chart, and that you can be, your superpower is you could win an Olympic medal for your romance novels, you like romance novels, or journaling. You're a very compassionate friend and you can share your concerns with other people. You may have a new relationship coming for you and be invited to new social events, which is really good. You could be presenting as younger than what your actual age is. You may have quite a young energy. What is around you coming up as the hopes and dreams is going to these social parties and events and big days out and anything with music and you may want to go into something like that or going out more socially, going out for dinner and getting out with friends groups and things where you're celebrating a birthday. You could be celebrating an anniversary, a wedding, an engagement, or a christening. So it's talking about birth. Again, it could be a child that you are excited about and haven't said anything to anyone yet until you get the final 3 months. Then we've got here the Prince of Summer. So you may be partnering with another water sign. You could be a Pisces and they could be a Scorpio Cancer, or you could be the same star sign. You may have water heavily in your chart. This man tends to be dramatic, he's flirtatious, he's captivating, he falls in love really quickly, he gets swept up in the love, the need to feel that romantic love, and he need to stay grounded. He's got a very fragile heart. It can shatter into a million pieces. You've got to be very careful what you say to him. He's very sensitive, very emotional. He bottles his emotions. He keeps them hidden well. But when he's upset or angry, he's a force to be reckoned with. That's usually how Scorpion goes. They're either black or white. They don't do grey. They don't understand the colour grey. And they probably don't wear the colour grey because they're either black or white or a colour. So I'm doing a card reading. I'm pulling this one as a clarification card. Yeah, some countries don't even believe in the Human Rights Act, which I find fascinating. Because 62 countries in the world support it, and Australia is the one that started off with the Human Rights Act. We were the first country to do that. We're head of the Human Rights Act. These unforgivable things go across the world, places in Russia and the Middle East where you can cut people's heads off and it's fine because they don't believe in human rights, like they don't believe in basic human rights, and I think that has to change. It's currently a bill, it's not a law. If we could pass it as a law, then more people would be able to escape violence in other countries, war-torn countries like Ukraine. And these people will be brought to justice, I hope, soon. Ukraine's got to rebuild from what it was. It's a very proud country. I used to know a lady that came from Ukraine. She was beautiful. I used to deliver a medication to her a long time ago when I was in pharmacy. And she used to always bring in food for my boss at the time and for the girls because she appreciated us going out of our way for her, like delivering the medication and just little things like that. She was really lovely. Got orphaned, so I don't know if you feel orphaned right now or you're not talking to a parent or you're not talking to both parents. Possibly you've fallen out of favour with one or two parents over an argument. You've got here orphaned, and then you've also got Royal Heart, which is a really good card. Possibly the person that you're not talking to has got a very loyal heart to you, but not to many other people. They will be there through thick and thin. And so maybe you've had the argument, you can hopefully move forward and forgive them, or they can forgive you or forgive the situation. But generally speaking, you don't walk away from someone who's going to be there 24/7 for you or walk through fire for you, which is, I think this person would. On both sides of the fence, both parents would walk through fire for you. Possibly one of them already did and come out the other end. Some of you tend to be a little bit trigger happy and don't think before you act. you need to really think about your actions before you act them out, because they can put you in a situation where you don't feel safe and you don't feel protected. And so, yeah, limit your time with the people that make you feel unsafe or unprotected, even if they are your own parents. Make sure you have an escape route. So don't let them stay. Let them stay somewhere else and come and visit for a quick visit or a short visit. Just limit the contact, is what it's saying. These cards don't want to talk today. I've got the red cards talking, but these green ones are not chatting with me. Oh, deep breath, there you go. That's again pregnant pause. It's definitely about a birth. Or something's been put on ice for a while. Oh, dry desert. Yeah. Usually when someone's been put in the desert and they're wandering aimlessly, they're seeing things that they think are there but are not there. They're illusions because they're dehydrated. So it's saying to watch out for what you think is actually real and it is not. It could be just an illusion. Or maybe you work in the media. If you're a Pisces, you may have some placement in Pisces, or you are a Pisces, you will also work with editing out certain scenes or creating something that looks to look like something that's actually not there. Behind the scenes, as sometimes people are behind the scenes, the writers. Okay, so a sense of loss and identity crisis, recognizing you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. We're all meant to have connections with other people, with our family, society, and a large culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize that being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you used to, and you need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep need or sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like-minded and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. As you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. You are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get into that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. 35. That's the loyalty card. You may be part of a loyalty program as well. Fidelity, loyalty, devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove that they are faithful to you and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. And then you've got the dry desert, which is 31. Pull this for Taurus, I think, too. It's about connecting with the earth, whether it be through root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, walking on the earth like with bare feet. That's connecting to ground you. Is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you are on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? This card reminds you that there are times when you're meant to become resilient as you journey through harsher circumstances. You're being asked to conserve your energy until, after consistent effort, you reach the oasis you're searching for, a vision quest. Consider the creatures that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of water, essential for life. Go deep within yourself now and find your truth there. Let Spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is you're asking for will not be found in conditions as you're in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover that answers deep within you may not be like the most productive time, but looks are deceiving. This is the most important place to find what's truly right for you. 26. Deep freeze. Everything has its season. Now it's time to put activity on hold while you rest. You need to put a freeze on things as they are not ready to bloom. It's time for regeneration and hibernation. To go ambitious activity, allow ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not being or going anywhere, not needing to. This is also a time to put all your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity now, so reflect, read a good book, get a massage, rest and dream. So it's telling you to not engage into arguments and fights and choose to remove yourself from the fight itself. And that's all I have for you for water sign. What I guess stone I would pick today would be howlite to help with sleep. Really, really good. And you could use amethyst because amethyst is good for stress-related issues with the body. And then you've got apparently peridot's really good for anger. I read somewhere. So peridot should be a stone that you look to getting or wearing on your body. And you know, hotheads tend to need to be cooled down with water. So if you're a hothead, if you're an air sign or a fire sign, the best people to have around you in those sorts of crises is the water. They calm people down. Sometimes people bottle emotions and they don't always get released, and so it's probably been there for a while. This fight that was brewing, it just hasn't been spoken about or reiterated to anyone because they probably didn't want to annoy anyone with the problem. Not everything has to be about that person on that day. So maybe they just wanted to make it a nice day, and then it's obviously festered, and they've thought about it, and it's become they've focused too much on their brain to overthought it.